Welcome to Indie Boss Talk with your host, Melissa Ramsey.
Also known as AvaBella all over the interwebs.
If you are an entrepreneur, innovator, believer, or dreamer, then this is the show for you. Stay tuned for a power-packed podcast from the mind of artist, author, musicpreneur, indie boss.
And she's also our mommy. Here's Indie Boss Talk.
I just wanted to come on because I have been going through a process of transition. And sometimes transition can be so uncomfortable when you've delayed that transition. Transition can be uncomfortable when you have not only delayed the transition, but you have delayed clearing people out of your space, removing yourself from certain situations and places. Transition becomes more of a process when you delay the transition itself. And I know it sounds like I'm speaking in riddles and rhymes, so let me break this down to you. You have to be very, very careful who you allow into your space when there is something that you have to do. I'm going to break it down even further. You have to be very careful who you allow in your space when there is a calling that's been placed on your life. People are not going to understand it. It is going to become so noisy. There are going to be so many naysayers. There's going to be so many different times that people are going to tell you over and over again that you're doing the wrong thing, you're making the wrong moves, you're making the wrong decision, but they weren't given the vision that you were given. They weren't given the calling that was placed on your life. And when the clock strikes 12 and the 11th hour has well passed, it is going to be you and only you that has to answer for whether or not you use your gifts that were bestowed upon you, whether or not you use your talents that were bestowed upon you, whether or not you stop going to places that you know you had no business going, whether or not you just deaded any relationship, friendship, season that no longer served you. Like, I don't want to preach. I don't want to say anything that we've heard before, so I'm not even going to be on here that long. Just, don't lengthen your process of transition. Don't lengthen your process of transition. Dead anything, any season, anything that you know is behind you, just let it go. Dead it. Stop calling. Stop texting. Stop being the first to reach out, send a smoke signal. They don't care. They don't care what they had or had not to offer you no longer serves you. Let it go. You will soon be able to see just why you had to be so brokenhearted, just why you had to be so lonely, just why you had to cry a couple of nights, just why you had to cry for many, 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 many nights. Many, many. You'll know. You'll know. You'll be able to see it, and you will be so appreciative that you deaded it when you did. And I'm not telling you all anything that I don't know. Probably one of the most painful things that I have had to do in the last year is sever ties with friends and people that I was so in love with or loved as a friend, intimate relationship. It had to go because they couldn't come with me and the season had ended. You have to know when you are delaying your own process of transition. You have to know. Sometimes it's going to hurt. It's going to feel so bad that you feel like you're going to throw up. Ask me how I know. Many, 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 many nights. Many, many nights. but the season was over. Don't delay your progress. Don't delay the process of your transition. Don't delay how long it takes for you to get to your blessing. And a lot of people gonna think that this is just about the Most High. Most definitely. For me, it's about the Most High. For you, it might be about an energy exchange. You don't need to be exchanging energy with them no more. The season has ended. Okay? Don't delay the process of your transition and walking into your new season and your blessings and your overflow and everything that you are due because of the calling placed on your life. That's not for everybody. That is not for everybody. And I kept trying to figure out, I'm telling y'all, I speak from experience. I kept trying to figure out, why can't these people come with me? Why can't they be a part of this? Why can't this last? Why does this hurt so bad? Why? And I immediately began to see they could not come with me. Our season had ended, and it was a wrap. Know when to fold that ish up. Know when to fold it up. Know when it's done. Don't delay it. Stop calling. Stop texting. Stop lurking. I'm telling y'all. I'm not saying anything that I haven't done that I don't know about personally. Don't lurk. Don't look. Don't go see. Don't get up out your house and go see. Don't do none of that. Dead it. It's done. The season has ended.
You've just been listening to Indie Boss Talk Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you back again for episode 6. Remember, there's an art to everything. Go forth and be great. This is Melissa Ramsey, known as Miss AvaBella all over the interwebs. I'll talk to you next time.